two variable expectations. An expectation is already known with a single variable. So expectation is represented by e of x, and e of x is equal to integration from minus infinity to plus infinity x into fx of x dx. But with respect to the two variables, the expectation is given by e of, let's say, g of xy. Then it is equal to integration from minus infinity to plus infinity twice g of xy fxy of x and y dx dy. And similarly, if it is of g of x, the expectation of g of x is integration from minus infinity to plus infinity g of x integration fxy xy dx dy. So which will be g of x double integration g of x fxy xy of dx dy. So e of gx is integration from minus infinity to plus infinity g of x fx of x dx. Now if we are having the two variables, then it would be, if we are finding expectation of g of x, then we'll get g of x here with the joint probability distribution function. And if it is just g of xy, then we get g of xy with a joint probability density function. Then we learn the correlation here, the correlation of the random variables x and y. The expected value of the product x and y is referred as expectation of x and y. Expectation of x into y, I can say, is referred as correlation. So correlation is expectation of x into y, which is given by integration from minus infinity to plus infinity x into y fxy of x and y dx dy, which is represented by r of x y, which is given by r of x y. Here expectation of a variable is e of x is equal to x into fx of x dx, and here when two variables come, then their product e of x y is referred as the correlation of x and y. Then expectation of the multiplied values of both the random variables is nothing but correlation. Then we introduce the covariance. The covariance of x and y is given by c xy. So it is covariance of x y, which is given by, so variance is usually represented by e of x minus mx, that is del. By means of sigma we used to represent. So here it is e of x minus mx, and we have not a single variable, another is also there, so we write it as y minus my. So when we solve this one, after multiplying these two, we get e of xy minus, we get this one as, let's learn this one here. Covariance of x and y is given by the variance, the covariance of x and y is covariance of e of x minus mx y minus my. And after multiplying these two, we are getting this one as e of xy. These two are multiplied first, and then we know the multiplication, my got multiplied with x. So e of x y we get, and my into x, e of that x into my we get, but my is a constant, so e of x we get. Similarly, this is mx into y, but y is e of y. We need to write mx as a constant. We can take it outside. And mx into my both are constants. So when we write it, when we simplify it, so we can write e of x is nothing but mx. Similarly, e of y is my and this. So we can cancel out one of them, and c of xy is nothing but expectation of xy. That is nothing but correlation. Correlation minus, that is r xy. Correlation is represented by r of xy minus mx my. We go for the uncorrelated two-dimensional random variables. If the two random variables are not at all correlated, then c of xy is equal to covariance of xy is equal to 0. If there is no correlation between the x and y, then c of xy is equal to 0. If c of xy is equal to 0, if their covariance, if they are not correlated, then their covariance is 0. When the covariance of x and y is 0, we can say that they are not correlated. So when we put c of xy as a 0 in this equation, so c of xy is a 0, then r of xy minus mx my we get. In that cases, r of xy is nothing but the product of the mx and my of both of them. So the mean, or we can say the average, mx and my. Then we are learning the orthogonal two-dimensional random variables. The orthogonal two-dimensional random variables x and y. When two-dimensional random variables x and y are orthogonal, their correlation is 0. The correlation is r of xy. The r of xy is equal to e of xy is equal to 0. So when two random variables are orthogonal to each other, then their covariance, then their correlation is always 0. The correlation r of xy is equal to e of xy, that is 0. So this implies that c of xy, as their correlation is 0, so as their correlation is 0, this implies that r of xy is 0. C of xy will be equal to r of xy minus mx my. But in this equation, in the above equation, or let's write, so this, in this equation, if c of xy is equal to r of xy minus mx my, c of xy is covariance and r of xy is correlation. And if correlation is 0, then we can write c of xy is equal to minus of c of xy is equal to minus of mx my. Then the next point is regarding independent two-dimensional random variables. Independent two-dimensional random variables, let's say x and y. If they are independent, then fxy of xy is equal to fx of x and fy of y. So let's find the expectation of e x and y, the e of x and y. So which will be given by xy, fxy, x of x and y, dx dy. Then which will be given in this fashion, x into fx of x dx and y into fy of y dy, which is nothing but ex into ey, in case x and y are independent. Correlated two-dimensional random variables. Let random variables x and y are correlated, and relation between them is given by y is equal to ax plus b. Let's consider that their relation is y is equal to ax plus b. The covariance of x and y is given by cxy is equal to covariance of xy, which will be given in this fashion. For transformation, y is equal to ax plus b. So we are considering y. The random variables x and y are correlated in this fashion. So y is equal to ax plus b. Similarly, my is equal to a into mx plus b, which makes it as del y square is equal to a square del x square. So for this, we need to go for some analysis putting y and my. Now let's write the cxy, that is covariance of x and y. Covariance of x and y is given by e of x minus mx, and it would be y minus my. Now what we do here is we are finding an expression and we are proving that del y square is equal to so much and my is equal to so much. We need to prove this. So for that, let's take covariance, and x minus mx would be as it is because x is independent but y is dependent on x. So we write y as ax plus b minus again my is nothing but a into mx plus b. So we substitute those. Once we do the substitution, then here after solving this ax plus b minus amx minus b, so this b and b gets cancelled and a can be taken out, so we can write it as x minus mx. And as a is a constant which can be taken out, e of x minus mx the whole square is equal to, we get, because we are having the same terms, which is nothing but a into del x square, means the covariance of x and y when y is depending on x in this fashion, just like ax plus b, then del y square is equal to a into, means when our x and y are related in this fashion, then the covariance c of xy is given by a into del x square. Then the correlation coefficient, that is rho of xy, is defined for correlated x and y, and this rho of xy is always equal to c of xy, that is covariance divided by del x into del y. And the c of xy, as we have calculated, it is a into del x square del x, and it is del y is plus or minus root of a square del x square. So this is from the given. For transformations we have already del y square is equal to a square del x. So by substituting that, we get a into del x square, and this del x plus or minus a of del x. So this will be equal to plus or minus 1. So rho of xy is less than or equal to 1, which is the correlation coefficient. Now we are solving an important problem. An important problem here is given with the joint probability density function. Consider a bivariate PDF given as fxy xy as it is 1 by 4 del x into del y plus 1 by 4 del of x minus 1 into del y plus 1 by 4 del x into del of y minus 1 and 1 by 4 del of x minus 1 del of y minus 1. When this function is given, we have to obtain the marginal densities, means of x and y, correlation between x and y, and even covariance between the x and y, a very important problem. So let's solve this. I hope one can remember the marginal densities means individual values of the probabilities of x and y. They are fx of x and fy of y, and even their equations. And means of x and y we can find once we are known with this. So let's find the marginal densities. The marginal densities fx of x is given by integration from minus infinity to plus infinity fxy of xy dy. So let's write this equation, integration, and go for substituting this fxy of xy, this value, and dy. Integration has to be done with dy. So this gives 1 by 4. As integration is with respect to dy, del of x is independent of that. So integration happens with dy. Similarly here, 1 by 4 and del of x minus 1 are independent, and integration is with respect to del of y. Same here, integration happens with this term, and even in the last term it happens with del of y minus 1 dy. Okay, once we go for solving this, we know that integration from minus infinity to plus infinity del of y dy, the unit impulse signal, is integrated from minus infinity to plus infinity, then it always equals 1. Similarly, del of y minus 1 also, it is the time shifted signal. In place of lying at 0, it would be lying at 1, but the integration of this all will give 1 only. So when we substitute these values in this equation, integration from minus infinity to plus infinity del of y dy is 1, and even this is 1, means we get the same because it has been made as 1. Similarly here, the first two terms will be these two, and similarly the rest two terms will follow this integration, and again their values are 1. So we get this, so which is nothing but we have two terms with 1 by 4 del of x, which makes it as 1 by 2 into del of x, plus again two terms with del of x minus 1, which makes it this. So we get the value of f of x from this. Similarly we do for fy of y, the the probability density function of y variable is obtained in the similar fashion. Now integration happens with respect to x, and we assume that integration from minus infinity to plus infinity del of x dx is equal to 1, and even integration from minus infinity to plus infinity del of x minus 1 dx is equal to 1. So by considering that, we get this term, and when again here 1 by 4 and 1 by 4 del y is there, and two terms with del of y minus 1, when we sum them we are getting 1 by 2 del y plus 1 by 2 del of y minus 1. Then we go for finding, once we are known with fx of x and fy of y, we go for finding the means of these x and y. So mean is nothing but mx, which is given by e of x, which is x into fx of x dx. So to find mx, we take the integration from minus infinity to plus infinity x into fx of x. Fx of x is this one, as we have obtained it here, into dx. When we solve this integration, we are getting 1 by 2. So let's make it clear how this integration is being solved. It is x into 1 by 2 into del x of x dx. So 1 by 2 is common among both the terms. We can take it outside. So integration from minus infinity to plus infinity x del of x dx. We know that x into del of x. What value we can take for x to make this del of x as non-zero? We have to take as 0. When we take x as 0, this term will become like it is 0 into del of 0, which makes it as 0. So this integration goes to 0. This integration goes to 0. This integration will become 0 into del of 0 into del of 0. This goes to 0 into del of 0, which makes it as 0. And for this, we need to make this as existing, we have to take the value of x as 1. So when x is equal to 1, so this equation becomes del of 0, which will be 1. So this integration will take the value of x as 1. So 1 into del of 0, which will be 1. So we are having 0 plus 1 contributed out of this. So we can write this one as 1 by 2 as the answer. Similarly, we can go for obtaining what is my. My is e of y, integration from minus infinity to plus infinity y into fy of y dy, which is given by y into, we substitute whatever we have obtained as fy of y dy is given by this y into half of del y plus half of del of y minus 1. So when we do the same thing, we do, and 1 by 2 is common. Again, y, if it is a 0, then only this del of y, del of 0 will be 1, which makes this integration 0, and this rest one will take y is equal to 1, and which will be given by 0 plus 1, which is half. Now we have obtained the individual probability densities, that is fx of x and fy of y, by using this technique by marginal densities, and we know the mean of x and y. Now we go for finding the correlation between x and y. Correlation between fx and y is represented by r of xy, which is nothing but the product of expectations of x and y. So which is double integration from minus infinity to plus infinity, x into y fxy of x and y dx dy. So we write x and y and this fxy xy, whatever is given in the problem. So in the problem it is given in this way. So we write the same thing here. Once we do the same thing, we need to just carry out that integration. Now among all the terms, 1 by 4 is common, so we can take it outside. Integration from minus infinity to plus infinity, and xy del x del y, then xy del of x minus 1. So it is multiplied with all the terms. And when we do this, here we can make some adjustments. That is, we write this x into y del x del y dx dy in this fashion. So we write one integration, let's say it is with respect to y, and we take y outside, and within a bracket let's write this integration of x and integration from with respect to x, that is, and x and del x dx, and outside del y and dy. Similarly we do it for this. Again, x and del of x minus 1 is written inside del x, and similarly x into del x dx is written, and another integration. Now here the remaining term, that is y into del y dy, is also written. And similarly, now here what we are doing is we are integrating, and integration is written with respect to the respective variable. So when we do this, so let's go for x into del x. We have already found the result of this. This del x will exist if x is 0, but if x goes 0, this term will make it as 0. So this first term will go 0. The first term will go 0, and if this is equal to 0, then whatever may be this other del y, it makes it 0. Similarly, this y into del y will make the second term also 0, and this x into del x will make this third term also 0. Only this one, x into del of x minus 1 and y into del of y minus 1, will be active with x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1, and which will make it as 0 plus 0 plus 0. These all 1, 2, 3 integrations contribute 0. Only the last one will give 1, so it is 1 by 4. And we go for covariance between x and y. Covariance is equal to fx of x and fy of y, which is given by half of this fx and fy are multiplied, and fx of x and fy of y is nothing but, so after multiplying we are getting the same equation which we are given with, so which is nothing but fxy of x and y, so which indicates that e of xy is equal to e of x into e of y. So r of xy is nothing but mx into my. So here mx is half and my is also equal to half, which makes it as 1 by 4. And covariance is 0. We know that covariance is 0 for independent random variables. So if the random variables are independent, their covariance is 0. And here the covariance is c of xy, and c of xy is given in this fashion. The c of xy is equal to covariance of x of y, which is to be calculated in this fashion. When we substitute in the equation c of xy, that is c of xy is equal to r of xy minus mx my. So c of xy, the covariance we are supposed to find, which is equal to r of xy, and in this problem r of xy is nothing but e of xy. The e of xy is already been found, it is equal to 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4 minus mx 1 by 4, the r of xy is mx my. Again they are 1 by 2 and 1 by 2, which makes it as 0. So which says that c of xy is equal to 0, and if c of xy is equal to 0, then the two-dimensional random variables are not correlated. They are not correlated. So the conclusion is the covariance is 0, means they are not correlated, means they are independent random variables. And another problem for two-dimensional random variables x and y, means, variance and correlation coefficients are given as follows: mx my del x and del y square are given here, and we need to find rho of xy is also given. So we need to calculate the correlation and covariance. Determine a and b if y is equal to x plus b. So in this problem, rho of xy is given. This rho of xy is what? We'll find it. So rho of xy, from the notice, from this, we know that this rho of xy is the covariance C of xy and divided by del x and del y. So by using this equation, we go for solving that problem. So we use that equation rho of xy is equal to C of xy del x del y, which is given by, so here among the things required, we know that this mx, this del y, del x are given with us, and C of xy we need to find. So we find C of xy from this. So rho of xy is also there. So the value of C of xy, that is the covariance, is given by this 0.4, the 0.5, the value of rho of xy, and del of x square is 2 and del of y square is 2. As del of y square is 2, we can write this one as del of y square. Let's make it as del of y square is 2. So we can make this one as, we find C of xy from this, and once we are known with covariance, we can relate the correlation function here. So covariance and correlation are related by means of this equation. So by means of which we can find the correlation function. The correlation is R of xy, which is nothing but the sum of these two, C of xy plus mx my. So which will be 4 point something. So y is equal to ax plus b is given. So what is a? We need to find. A and b we have to find. If y is equal to x plus b is the relation between the y and x. And we know that del y square is equal to a square del x square. So by using that, del y square is 4 and del x square is 2. So the relation between this relation gives us the value of a. And once we are known with the value of a, by using the relation my is equal to a into mx plus b, and substituting the value of a here and my and mx values, we can find the value of b, and the b works out to be this one. So we can write y is equal to substitution of a value as root 2, this x as it is, plus b is 1 point something 585 out of this. So this is regarding the covariance, correlation, and the independent, finding the marginal densities when joint probability density is given, these kind of problems. So we can see the next points in the next video.